Hey guys, so today we're talking to Farron Eland. Is that how I say your name?
Yes, you said it perfectly.
Amazing. And we're going to be asking her about her journey as an influencer, how she lands brand deals, brand campaigns, and basically just about her journey. Farron, will you just introduce yourself, please?
Hello, everyone. My name is Farron. I am 24. I consider myself a beauty, fitness, and aviation content creator, still quite new to the journey, and I'm excited to be on the podcast and answer your questions.
Amazing. Okay, I'm so excited. So, what initially inspired you to become an influencer?
I think since I was young, I used to like scrapbooking. So I used to have a scrapbook for pictures with friends and family, and then I had a scrapbook where I used to have in the magazines they would give you like beauty tips, like wear sunscreen, or this is the scrub for your hands, or this, and then I would cut it out and then put it in the scrapbook. And I think that's what I'm doing with my social media now. I don't think I had any plans of becoming a content creator. It was just me putting work out there and then seeing people enjoy what I put out. And I was like, okay, how can I use this to my advantage? And then I think that's when it all started.
Amazing. So, are you just on Instagram or are you on TikTok as well?
I am on TikTok, but Instagram is my main focus, I'd say.
Okay, okay, amazing. So, how did you first start building your online presence? When did the fame begin?
I think 2023. It's so weird. I think I posted a picture and then so weird. Then you see people liking the pictures and you're getting followers, and then you see it's increasing. And you're like, okay, let me post another picture. And then I think my followers started increasing, and then it was like, okay, I have a following now. What can I do with this? How can I utilize it? And that's when I started looking into creating content. And I was like, okay, what do you like? What do you enjoy doing? And initially, I started with just posting about my aviation journey, and then I was like, okay, but you enjoy hair care, so why don't we kind of like delve into that and then see how we can get to work with brands. I'm still in my infancy stage, I'd say, so still a lot to learn and still like a long journey ahead of me.
Okay, amazing. So, would you consider beauty your niche? How did you kind of get into that and realize that is what you are the best?
I think my first paid campaign was for Cetaphil. And then,
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know, I feel like everything in life happens for a reason. In high school, I had like an acne problem. I grew up having curly hair, so I couldn't really do my hair. So from a young age, I learned how to do my hair or do my skincare. So I already knew about all of these things, but now it's just sharing my knowledge and brands that I like. And then I started following influencer agencies, people that want to connect with influencers, and kind of like that's the middleman between the influencer and the brand, and started applying for jobs and yeah, started getting them. Not all of them, but
So that's how you first started
yeah,
working with brands.
yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So how did you feel when you finally landed that first paid brand campaign?
It was amazing, but I think it was still when I was just starting. So I'd like looking back at the video now, it wasn't my best work, but I'm being kind with myself. I'm like, okay, it was your first job. You're still learning. The more you put work out there, the better you become. But it was very exciting.
Exactly.
I
That's,
still get excited when I receive a
that's
package.
amazing. So exciting. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in the early stages of your journey?
I definitely say number one is trusting in yourself and your abilities, because you can create a video and then to you think it's amazing, but then it's not receiving, how can I say, engagement, the engagement that you would like. Let's say
Mm,
you're used to your image getting 1,000 or 500 likes, and then you're putting a video out there and it's only getting 200 likes, which is still a lot of likes. But because you're used to that, now you think, okay, was this a bad video? Did I not do my best? But that, I don't really say that it's got nothing to do with you, but it's all about how your audience
yeah,
perceives it, I'd say. But I think number
yeah,
one, just being like, okay, you know that you did your best in this video. And yeah, it's very difficult to put it. But
yeah.
I think
No,
that
no, I
trusting in
completely
yourself,
understand.
yeah, trusting yourself. And then
Yeah,
also you have a lot of like naysayers, I'd say. I think
yeah,
now the term influencer has gotten like a negative connotation to it. I don't know why.
yeah. No, it definitely does.
You would walk into a room, like, there's the influencer. She thinks he's an influencer. And then you start to feel like embarrassed, like, what, am I doing something wrong? And there was a stage where I was like, okay, let me just leave it because I don't want to be known as that person because of the negative connotation. I don't understand why there's a negative connotation to it. I mean, everyone is doing social media, and if I am enjoying what I'm doing, then I shouldn't
Then why
really
does
care
it
what you
bother
think.
you?
Yeah. So I think a
Exactly.
big part of
Exactly.
it is a mental uh,
A mental thing. Yeah. Yeah. So how did you start figuring out what your audience responds well to and then building off of that?
I think before I introduce something to my feed, I normally just do it on my stories. So
Mm-hmm.
I started with the makeup on my stories. Now I'm doing outfit of the day because I would like to go into fashion as well. I'm a bit of a I always consider myself like an all-rounded person. I don't like to be placed in a box. And I know when it comes to this industry, you need to pick a niche because you can't be all over the place. So
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce something to my stories first and then seeing what my audiences engage with, and then I'll delve into.
That's really clever. Really like that. It's kind of like a little like sneak peek, just to see how people respond to it. So you can
Yeah.
decide from there if this is going to be successful or not. That's really, really, really cool. I really like that idea. Have you ever faced
Thank
any negative feedback from your audience?
Not a lot. Like, I don't think I ever have. Thankfully not. Maybe they're thinking something, but I haven't received any DMs or anything like that.
So you've never had any hate comments?
TikTok, that's why I kind of like stay away from TikTok because I don't know. I feel people on TikTok are very brave. Like, they just say anything. So the reason why I don't really like TikTok is then I post a video and then you get the negative comments, and then I just go through it and I delete the comments. But that's also not the best thing to do because
Yeah.
you want to be open and transparent with your followers. But also, I think that people forget that there's also a person on the other side of the screen, a person that has feelings. And when you're starting out, I'd say you're still a bit sensitive because you're not 100% confident in yourself. So if you get one negative comment, even if you have like 50 positive comments, that one negative comment can make you rethink everything.
Yeah.
Possibly delete the video that you worked so hard to shoot and edit and come up with ideas on how to do it. So yeah,
Yeah.
Instagram is still nice.
So from your experience, how would you recommend that a beginner influencer deals with those hate comments instead of just cutting everything off, deleting the content that they worked so hard to create?
I think firstly, it starts with yourself. You won't be able to please everyone. So you need to know, okay, there are going to be some hateful comments, but as long as I am happy with the work that I put out, I know that this is authentic to myself, then that shouldn't really affect you that much. I mean, it won't not affect you, but not as much since you know that you did your best. But if you're having a few
Yeah.
doubts, then a bad comment can make you delete the video.
Yeah. No, it sucks, really, it does. Okay, so how do you keep up with the trends in your niche?
That's a very difficult question because I'm not someone who follows trends. I don't follow trends at all. I don't even know what the trends are when people ask me about it. Like, I think now the trend is clean girl aesthetic, and I love it.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's another trend, but I love the clean girl aesthetic. I love like the makeup.
light makeup and the
Yes, because I
natural
struggle to
look.
do a wing liner. Like, I'm trying to do a wing liner, but I can't do that. Like, I only started using bronzer now, and I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable using the bronzer now. So bit by bit, I'm getting
Yeah,
myself up there. And then fitness. I love fitness as well. I've always loved keeping fit, and it's so nice that we have so many local fitness brands. We have plenty to choose from, and the clothing is so amazing. And with fitness, you can play around a lot. You can go to the gym, you can create lifestyle content with it. But the thing with fitness is I'm very scared to shoot in the gym and I can't multitask. So for me, if I'm going to the gym, I want to focus on my workout, but now I have to be like, is this a nice angle? Should I put it here? Should I put it there? How do I get all of the angles? And I don't want to make the people feel uncomfortable in the gym. So I'm slowly
yeah,
going to introduce the fitness via my stories and
yeah.
then see from there.
Would you say that you struggled with confidence when you first started and like kind of blocking out what other people thought when you were creating content?
Yes, but I think the confidence started with I used to be a commercial model. I think that's when it started. And so you shoot in public, and whenever people would walk past, then I don't know, you feel some type of way, but you need to kind of like shut that out and be like, okay, this is a job. This is this is a job just like anything else. And I don't really care what
Yeah.
you are thinking, but it is something that I still struggle with now. But it's not confidence, I'd say. It's more not wanting to put other people in a place where they feel uncomfortable. Because when you come to the gym, you're sweaty. You don't want to be dodging cameras and those things.
Yeah, I've seen so many videos on TikTok about people like hating on content creators in the gym.
So I'd like tried to find a little place in the corner for my section for myself, and then I'll set up. But I haven't taken my tripod to the gym yet. I think I need a few more weeks, and then I'll take it with me.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So how would you recommend an influencer build their confidence, slowly but surely?
I think the more with everything, consistency is key. So the more videos you put out there, the more you see your confidence is becoming used to you being an influencer. Because I think growing up, majority of your Instagram followers used to be people you went to high school with. So why I like introducing new things to my stories so that people can see, okay, this is what I'm going to expect, and not one day you just open the feed, oh, she's trying to be an influencer now. So consistency is key. The first few jobs aren't all going to be paid partnerships, but I'd say don't be afraid of trade exchanges because you're building your portfolio.
Exactly.
And just like a modeling job, you have your portfolio and you need to build on that.
Test shoots and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose as well when you're building your portfolio and you're just doing trade exchanges, you're also building trust with other brands, because now other brands can go on your page and they're like, okay, well, this brand trusted them with their product, so that means that I can trust them with my product.
And you also build relationships, which I feel are very important.
No, so important. So important. No, okay. So what does your content creation process look like?
So I normally take a day. Let's say with every campaign, you get a deadline. So let's say you need to shoot between these dates. So then I'll take a day where I'm going to shoot the content and then also edit. And I think that's something that I struggled with a lot in the beginning because I didn't think that would be this difficult. You see all the videos of influencers and it's amazing videos and you think, oh, I can do that. No, wait till you're in that position where you need to come out with something that's original, but also true to yourself because you don't want to copy somebody else's work. You can take inspiration from them, but not copy it 100%. Make it true to yourself. Yeah, so I'd shoot and then edit and then post. I can't shoot in advance, like a week in advance, because I get so excited to upload the content and put it out there. So I normally shoot like 2 days before the deadline, before it needs to be posted. So yeah, that's basically how I'll go about posting and editing and all that.
I love that. I love that so much. There was this really important question I wanted to ask you. How do you overcome creator's block?
Oh my gosh. It's so funny.
So important.
I recently discovered, I don't know if this is a cheat code, I recently discovered ChatGPT and she kind of helped me with a lot. ChatGPT is the girl she thinks she is. She's the girl she thinks she is. So you just put the topic on there and then they'll be like, okay, maybe you need to do this, but then you say, but I'm this person, how will it suit me? And then ChatGPT just kind of gives you the vibe. And also, if I see a video on TikTok of a creator that I like, then I will save it and go from there. I think that just the most important thing is to stay true to yourself. If you are not a person that skydives, then if you make a video promoting a brand where you're skydiving, it's like, but that's not really you. I'm not saying don't try new things, but stay true to yourself.
Stay true to yourself. Since being in this influencer industry, have you ever come across other influencers lying about a certain product that they've been given to review and promote on their page? Would you say that honesty to your audience is more important than making the brand happy?
I think at the beginning, it can be a bit difficult because you're kind of stuck in the middle where it's okay, I'm still building a name for myself. So I want to be able to build a connection with this brand, but also your audience is most important to you because they are the people that trust you. They're going to buy the products and they will buy the products. They trust your opinion. So I think at the early stages, it's a bit difficult. Then you kind of have to weigh it. But as you go about it, your audience is the most important thing to you because you can't recommend something that you know is bad, then you're not really being honest. And that reflects back to you then. Then you, for future campaigns, then your followers won't trust you. So then,
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say that you've ever been in a situation where you didn't like a product a brand sent you and you told the truth about the product on your page and the brand confronted you?
thankfully not. Because, like I said, I'm still in my infancy stages. So when I apply for a job, I only apply for things that I resonate with. If I don't resonate with something, then I'm not going to apply for that, because I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm lying about something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, thankfully, haven't been in that situation.
How do you were put in that situation? How do you think you would deal with it?
I think firstly would be going to the brand and say, I don't think you want to take it, address it online, because things can be blown out of proportion. I don't know if you've seen the whole on TikTok with the road blushes, where it only fit like a
I've seen a
certain.
lot about my one friend actually, she's also a big influencer on TikTok, like 500,000 subscribers, followers.
Amazing.
She recently did a campaign with Rode and she got the lip tints and the cheek blushes and all of that. And she hasn't said anything bad about the product,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if that's her just being loyal to the product. What have you seen on TikTok concerning the Rode blushes?
I think there was an American influencer. She has a darker skin tone, but I don't know if it's Rose specifically. I think it was a
Is it
purple
not
blush.
the YSL Saint
Yes,
Laurent, the
yes, I think
purple
it's that.
blush
But
that's going around?
yes, but the same creator also made something about road a few kind of like weeks in advance. So I think, and then kind of like not blew out of proportion, but thankfully like road responded back to her, and I think they sent her new products, but the new one was the Y. So I think I'd first reach out to the brand and say, listen here, if you are marketing this, that it works for this, but it's not working for me in that way, I can't say that it's doing what it claims to be doing if it's not working for me.
Yeah.
And I think I'd give them like 3 chances. And if they're not really doing anything, then you'll have to kind of like go public, because they expect a video from you, but that you also want to
Yeah.
be honest. And if you've made,
Yeah.
if you've warned them, you've said, listen here, I don't think that this product is working for me. It's not living up to the claim. So can we talk about it? Yeah. I think communication
Yeah,
is
that's a
key.
very professional way to go about it, and as well still keep that relationship with the brand
Yeah.
instead of just dissing them on social.
Yeah, no. And once you
Uh,
digital footprint, once something is out there, it's so difficult to get to kind of like get it
no,
back up.
once it's out there, it's out there. So, can you share a particularly memorable brand collaboration that you did?
I definitely say it was Cetaphil, because when I went through my whole acne journey in high school, those were the products that I used. And for that to be my first paid partnership, it was like, okay, I didn't go through the acne struggle for nothing, I'd say.
Yeah.
So that was quite memorable for me. And then now L'Oreal as well. I mean, it's through an influence agency, but still big brands. So thankful for that. But the first memorable one definitely was Cetaphil, and then also VO2 Max, because I love fitness wear and I love the brand. I love the clothes. So yeah.
Absolutely love that. I work with VO2 Max every month. I also absolutely love their stuff. So, what's been the biggest challenge that you have faced as an influencer?
It's what I was talking about, shooting in public. I think that's like my
Yeah.
biggest thing. That's the biggest hurdle that I must overcome. A lot of people want to see flying content as well. And then I'm like, but I'm so scared to shoot when I'm at the flight academy because of, comments that you get.
Yeah.
The influencer is here. Oh, the whole Netflix production is coming. So that kind of like
Oh,
demotivates you to do those things.
yeah.
So
Oh my gosh,
that's
you're
the
a pilot as well.
I'm busy with my commercial pilot license, yeah.
Oh my god, girl. That is so cool. I absolutely
Thank
love
you.
that.
So
Wow.
I
I think
think
that would be
that's
really
it.
cool to start seeing that kind of stuff on your page. That would do really, really well.
And people love it. But also when I'm flying, I'm so focused on just doing my thing. My
Yeah.
sister has been up with me for a few flights. So I told her, next time we're coming flying, you are going to be my content creator. You're there with the camera and all that. But yeah, the biggest challenge for me is just overcoming that, let's say, the fear of doing something embarrassing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just not caring what people
Yeah,
think
but
and shooting.
yeah. No, 100%. I can't wait to see all the flying content as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so I've got a few end questions that we're going to end with. And they're basically just advice for other influencers looking to start out and stuff that they can avoid, stuff that they can do to help with their journey and to help make it as successful as they possibly can. So let's start with the first one. What's one mistake you've made in your journey that you would advise others to avoid?
Thinking that your first video is going to go viral. No, that's not the case. Like, I know we live in an age where it's like instant gratification, or people think some people can post one video and then they go viral, but the truth is it's a journey, just like anything else. And you need to take the small wins. If your post gets 5,000 views, that's a milestone. That's good. Build on that. The next post will get 10,000. If your post gets 200 likes now, that's amazing. Build on that. But yeah, the mistake that I made was thinking that, oh my gosh, this video is going to get 1,000 likes. People are going to comment. People are going to do this. And when you don't get that response, it can be demotivating. But that's where you need to be strong and just know that you did the best that you could.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something you work towards over time and you build your experience. So what do you think are the most important qualities for success in this field?
I definitely say networking and being kind, talking to the people that are, if a brand is coming to you, get to know the people that are, sorry, let me backtrack a bit. So I recently did a campaign for a dentist in N1 City. And so I worked through an influencer agency. And when I met the girls, they were so beautiful. We chatted and the girl was like, when I'm back in Cape Town, we're going to work together. Spoke with the dentist. He's like, I'm so excited to work for future collaborations. So it's talking with people, getting to know the people, knowing their names, showing up as your best self. I know that we all go through things in life, but this is a job. So the moment you arrive at a job, whatever you're going through, just kind of like put it aside. And through networking, you can meet someone that knows someone that knows someone who can link you with a brand or can link you with a photographer. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's something that I had to do as well, because I grew up very like independent. I want to do everything myself, but asking for help can take you like many places. There are so many photographers that are also building their portfolios. So yeah, sorry, I backtrack a lot. It's my ADD.
No, okay.
I was like, what was the question again? Quality. So yeah,
The most important
networking.
qualities for success.
Yeah, networking, and then also enjoying the journey, because it is a journey. Like I said, your first post is not going to go viral. And then thirdly, just being your authentic self. Don't lose yourself like in the hype, because I think it's quite easy for that to happen as well. You're receiving all of these PR packages. You're getting this from brands and that from brands, where you get to the point where you just want to please the brands and you don't really care about your followers or your audience.
Yeah, no, 100%. I've worked with a few influencers who I would send product to with the brand that I'm working with. And obviously, as an influencer, you have a deadline to create the content. After that deadline, we invoice the influencer for the product if they haven't delivered the content. And I've had so many influencers just not create anything. They'll receive the package and then they will just not create content on the product. And it is the most unprofessional thing, in my opinion, for you to promise a brand this, and this, and then not deliver what you promised the brand.
That's also a big thing that I hate. I don't like people where if we come in a meeting, obviously when you're working with a brand, if you approach a brand, they're going to set up a meeting. I don't like people that come into meetings and then they over promise, but then they under deliver. So like when I'm in meetings, I won't say that I'm quiet, but I don't make empty promises. I don't say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I don't. I'd rather let you have an expectation and then I'll try my best to exceed that expectation, but I'm not going to get your hopes high and then I deliver something that's
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's something that's just so unprofessional for the amount of time I've been working with influencers. What has been the most rewarding part of your journey as an influencer?
Like I said, I'm still like in my infancy stage. So I'm so thankful for every opportunity that I get, even being able to be on the podcast. So everything for me is like a little milestone that I can put in my little influencer journal. So I think it's just after you make a video and you post the video, that sense of accomplishment where you look at the video and like, okay, I actually did that. Looks so nice. So I think that for me has been the most rewarding, just seeing myself grow, comparing my videos, my current videos to what they looked like a year ago, and seeing the improvement. One day being able to shoot in public and not care what people think. So I think those are for me, that's the rewarding things, just how you grow as a person.
No, exactly. Amazing. So, who are some influencers or creators that
I really love Anika Suleiman. She just got married, so Anika Papir now. And then also, I'm so terrible with names. Like, I'll see the content on TikTok and then I like it, then I forget about the names. I love Taylor Geovasis as well. She is an American influencer, but she's like more like a mommy influencer. She doesn't care what anyone thinks, and I love that about her. And then there's also an American influencer. Her name is Bree Brook, I think. She's like a makeup, beauty, skincare, mommy influencer. So I tend not to follow influencers because I don't want to get stuck in this whole comparison loop where I'm comparing my content to someone who has been in the industry for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I try to not do that. So I don't have like a lot of influencers where I'm like, oh, I love this content for that. So
Yeah. I understand that completely. Would you say that it's important for an influencer who's just starting out to educate themselves on the influencer field?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Would you say that it's important for an influencer to educate them in the influencer field before just jumping into it?
Yeah, no, with everything. I think that people don't really realize, but influencing is also a job. Like every other job, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. It's not about just receiving free packages from brands. No, you need to know firstly what is expected of you, and also what are the tools that you would need, like to be a content creator. Getting a proper camera, getting the proper tools. You need to know all of those things. If you just dive right into it, then it's going to be frustrating and difficult. For me, it's a bit frustrating as well. But if you jump into it where you don't know anything, so then it could be worse.
Then you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, with everything that you do in life, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. That's the one thing I always tell people.
So what tools or apps do you rely on for your content creation?
I love CapCut and then Lightroom for my images. I'm not the best at it. I must still improve my skills, but those are my two.
Yeah, I love CapCut as well.
It's so nice and easy. They give you the transitions and everything.
Shout out to CapCut, yes.
Maybe they'll sponsor the next video.
Exactly. Last question before we wrap things up. What is your ultimate goal as an influencer?
I think getting to a point where I can say that it's like a side hustle where I'm making an income from it. That would be a goal, I'd say. I think that's everyone. So, how can I say it without sounding greedy?
Go get that back. Honestly. Yes, amazing. Do you have any other advice that you would like to share to anybody else watching this, or are you all good?
If you want to get into this field, just start. Like, don't care about what other people think. If you don't want to invest in a camera, get a phone that can take good videos because you want to be able to put your best work out there. And like I've said like 500 times in this video, just knowing who you are and being your authentic self, not changing, and just like not giving. Post those videos. Don't be scared to post them. If there's a negative comment, just delete the comment, because majority of the time the negative comments are from people who don't even have a profile picture. They're hiding behind the keyboard warriors. They're hiding behind their cell phones. They're not really doing anything, but they wish that they could do what you are doing. So now they're projecting all of their insecurities onto you. Then I think that would be my advice.
Amazing. Farron, you have been so inspiring and so lovely to talk to. I think you're a wonderful person. I think you have really set yourself up for success in this field. So I'm really excited to follow your journey with you and see all of the flying content that you're going to start posting. So I'm really, really grateful that you got on this call with me.
Thank you so much. I was so nervous, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, I made sense with all of my bubbling and all that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Farron.
Thank you so
Have
much.
an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye bye.